Oh, geez, I need a second. Here we go. There's orientation. All right, then. I hope this shows up really nicely. So anyway, hi. All right. So, here's what I do, right? It's time for something more casual. I have been looking at Christine Weston Chandler for about 9 years, since freshman year of high school. And I have been endlessly intrigued to some extent by Christine, who used to go by Christian before the transition, and actually was born Christopher. However, he changed it to Christian. I think it was legally changed by his parents, and he agreed because he interpreted a bear at a mall in Virginia, and it's saying of Christian to be something very, very holy. And his parents were really weird people anyway, so, what's a little kid gonna do? He's gonna listen to mommy and daddy. I know that feeling. He is a travesty, besides all this, who has hurt people and makes a fool of himself every so often, and has been doing this since the 2000s. He took off when I was in second grade. I'm 23 right now. That is almost a couple of decades of not being able to read the room. Although realistically, this is what happens when you don't want to learn anything and when you don't actually speak until you're 7 years old. And your parents still don't necessarily care. And Barb and Bob Chandler, or Robert Chandler, those were his parents, and they were recommended to bring Chris over to a special school. They kept him in public school because back in their day, you would be freaking lobotomized and tossed away and disenfranchised. Chris Chan, he went farther than me. I'm gonna admit it. I have my own difficulties. Everyone's different. He, however, has a degree. It would not have been about half a century ago where they would write him off and they wouldn't even care and they would neglect his mind and he would actually be intellectually disabled instead of just the best shot being the village idiot, because simply put, Christine or Christian, whatever you want to call him, did not have a singular chance. Although he could have been less lazy, he was groomed to be. And he should be more self-aware. But mommy and daddy weren't exactly the greatest people. And he was supposed to be the last shot. However, they were in midlife already. And honestly, midlife sperm or seed, whatever you want to call it, cannot be counted on. You're going to see how childish he is. And by the way, he thinks that this toy here is rather real. All right, my preface is done. Let's review the actual freaking video. Like, Jesus.
When the silver wolf calls, you better listen. Also,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I say, Holmes, what was that? That was the wolf, Watson. Wolf! Where?
He does this all
Over
day.
there. Silver. Yeah. Okay. Hey, what's up YouTube? Jesus Christ Chance on Prime here once again with another Cwclight review video. And today
Fuck
we
me
are going
up
to be
the ass.
reviewing Transformers Legacy United Merge Quickfill Autobot Silver. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we got Silver in his almighty wolf form. He's Transformers Legacy United Merge. He's a Deluxe Class, Class of Deluxe, Deluxe Classic, Class of the Lujo. Quickfill Autobot Silver Transformers. On this side of the box, you got some lovely art of Silver looking like he's ready for battle and wielding his blades of prowess in the Cybertronian writing. On this side of the box, you got half of that lovely poster artwork on there. And there's the top. And there's the bottom with all the words and barcodes and things.
All right, time out. All right, so I've been keeping an eye on Chris Chan updates, and he's been putting these things in local retail outlets like Walmart, Target, and these are just actual packages that he just did a cheap little color over, and that's literally it. And he's selling them as if they are his. And I think I had a little theory, and I'm actually on the Quickie Discord server. Oh yeah, I am. I suggested that he was putting them there, and that he would be committing copyright infringement. I guess I can reach the most dramatic conclusions really, really quickly. But anyway, it's clear that he took those down because he's not in trouble. Although it's not exactly beyond him to act extra childish and think that just because you put a product on the shelves manually without checking in with management for something that's copyrighted already, because everyone knows Transformers, the Michael Bay films and all that, unless you live under a rock, then, well, you know. Yeah, you'd think he would expect to make money like that. It's like me when I was tiny, you know. I thought that I could just eat Oreos for lunch every day, and, well, you know where that would take you. And don't mind me, I was in kindergarten. I still love Oreos though. I love the yellow ones, you know, the vanilla ones. This guy is very, very, very childish, and if you're not initiated, well, you will be. And you know, there's already so much to say. There's so much lore, and we are only 90 seconds into the whole thing. Well, 1 minute 26. 86. 86 seconds. All right, anyway.
And on the back of the box, you have your obligatory process. There's this, that, the other. And there's your little bio if you want to pause and read that. That's basically it for
this guy.
packaging.
Okay, I see that he made it really, really organized. He's actually typed out Sun Chew, but it's still copyright infringement. You can't sell that at Walmart or Target. He obviously has some sort of resource. He was into computer-aided drafting and design, and I suppose he's actually using his talent for once. I guess nothing's really changed in the 2 decades or so since he's left college, but I guess we are finally seeing Chris Chan at work professionally, if Praetor has nothing to do with that part of production at all.
So here we have Silver with his beast mode, being the partner of All About Sanchu, as you know. And this is him in his full might and glory as an individual, because he had found something, upgrade his body to be a full-on transcender, so then he is able to do this and side shift so he can be a shield as well. But let's get a closer look at the
It's very
details.
elaborate lore. It's real
So
to Chris.
that,
Once
lovely
again.
little face right there. And the blue eyes there as well. And the mouth can open and close. You're scared.
Sorry.
So you got that lovely
Yeah,
little
he's doing little childish stuff
face
like
right
rare,
there.
rare.
And the blue eyes there as well.
I do that with my
Mouth can
puppy.
open and
Oh,
close.
Jesus. He's not a puppy, but he's...
You're scared of teeth. You're scared of
Yeah,
fangs.
this is what you do to...
The fangs of
dogs.
righteousness. And you got the paws going on all over the place. And just lots of blue, and lots of silver, and everything. Yeah, fine. You gotta be able to bow. That's okay, of course the animal's gonna have bows. Anyway, so yeah, there is the top, and there is the bottom. He does slide, as beasts should slide. Hooray for sliding, gliding beasts that roam
He
the
did
day
not
and
make
the night.
it. This is a cheap recolor of a Hasbro toy.
Of its articulation. Oh, but yeah, articulation-wise, so yeah, you can
If it's even a
dislodge
recolor.
the neck here a bit if you want to open it up, but just like, you know, that's a whole lot weird, but you can also rotate the head. You can open and close the mouth. The front legs can do a full 360. You got a rotation there. You got elbow joint, and the paws can rotate, move up and down. Back
Wow, look at me. I'm a thief. I made this. Wow.
side to boot, the hind legs can go forward and back. And you might taking up those blades with them. You got a knee bend right. You got a bend right there. You got a bend right there. You got rotation there. You have rotation at the foot. And yeah, you can kind of make it look like Silver's taking a silver pee. I'm making this joke once and only once. Silver shower. There, I said it. It's a really bad taste joke, so whatever. You immature kids. You need to mature up and actually appreciate better tasting humor.
Oh, look at him dissing his
it's definitely good for your
enemies
mentality and whatnot to do that.
in the middle of his own
And for
toy review.
comparison, here he is with Sanchu in his vehicle form. I'm going to shift that down a little bit. Here he is with good old Bumbalumba as well. And also, here he is with Titan's Return, Wolfwire. So you can get a comparison of one wolf with another. And here he is with Earthrise Prime.
He had to co-opt my favorite animal. Or, I should say, the wolf. It's pretty much tied with dogs to me. And I love dogs and I love wolves. And to learn that Chris is selling my favorite animal, there's only so much I can withstand. Oh my god.
And then, yes, kind of like a bit of a lion cub type of thing. But hey, you know what? This thing, Silver, identifies as a lion. And you know what? Even female lions do not have a mane. So take from it what they will. But anyway, yeah, let's get a nice little family shot here as we compare Silver with his original shield forming self. And even with Sawback. Aw, look at that. Mama with her cubs. Papa with his cubs. The circle of life. So,
Dude,
there
stop
you go.
singing.
Now, as for accessories that come with Silver, you get his two swords that just stay on his side to obviously replicate that part of his original self. Whatnot. But of course, this guy is a headmaster, so you get his little time powder here. So here's the story with this. So obviously, Silver being within the mind of his shield self, this is him as he was, okay? Alright? So this is actually Silver, and he can be separate from the wolf, and the wolf can also be Silver, so it's like a silver and silver type of thing. Anyway. But then obviously this guy can convert to shield mode anyway, but we'll get to that in a little while. So let's get in closer, take a look at the details. You got a lot of nice silvery paint and details on there, lots of blues, whatnot. And there's the upside down face with the silver and blues on that as well, which is appropriate for the silver. And articulation wise, you got the heads on the bundle, you got your wiggly waggly, you can look up and down.
Alright, I'm gonna try and condense this as much as I can. It's just, he's really droning on and on. He might as well just make it a Hasbro toy review, but he's gonna co-opt it as his because he needs his name everywhere out there. He wants to be mega famous. I mean, a lot of people don't, but a lot of people do. But he's not even doing it by having a good amount of work ethic. He is infamous. That means you're famous for the wrong reasons, Christine. I'm sorry, I don't want to interact with her directly. It's she is famous for the wrong reasons. I don't want her to respond to my videos. If there's even one comment like, "Hi, how are you?" No, I will block her. I will block her. It is unreal, and it is unreal. You don't want to get tied up with the whole Christine thing. She is not a good person, and the end. Anyway, I want to skip around as much as I can.
The front.
Oh, you're killing me.
Pause, making them go under the arms.
I've actually seen Latin America so much that I don't even want to go there ever again. It's too boring. And look, I've already told you that I call myself Spanish, but I mean I'm Puerto Rican. But then again, most of me is like original stock Spaniard colonizer, and it's just to go off track for like 5 seconds. It's boring, and they're weird, and it's just I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm done. I'm not saying I don't want to see any of them ever again. It's just um, one Latin American country is going to look like the next, unless you're in like Tierra del Fuego, which is like the very southern tip of Argentina, or the deserts of Mexico. In between is just jungle after jungle after jungle after jungle, and poor people struggling, and these are yours, so you feel some type of way, and a bunch of crime, and you go down the wrong road, and there's a billion wrong roads. You have to like become more alert, and it's really stupid. But anyway, yeah, about the quick review.
And then you want to
The Cwclight review.
click this, flip that up, and then that's how you get the robot mode hands out. Same thing on the other side. Come on. Flip, flip, flip. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright. Now here is Silver pretty much, but then it's just like, where's his head? Where's the silver part of Silver? Which, yep. Come on.
Shout out Lego Kid 69 on Discord. Maybe you would want to buy this, but the real version, not the Chris stuff. I don't know. Maybe you should just take that seriously if you even want to listen to him. I don't know. He knows a lot about toys anyway. All he does is play toys and video games. I'm talking about Chris. So Lego Kid, maybe you would want to buy what Chris has, but for real, not the. Obviously, you don't go to Chris. Yeah.
Sure, you want to move it slightly over here.
Apparently, his head can snap off.
Anyway,
This guy.
yeah, just once again, just flip it up and transform the Type Master into the head
Oh,
mode.
that's pretty unique looking.
Pop it onto the transector.
That's
And
it.
there you
Yeah,
go.
that's really unique looking.
Here you have Silver of the Quickville Autobots in his
Always got
robot mode. And he's a very good looking Silver.
The freaking.
As opposed to a.
He reminds me of my dad so much. The high, squealy voice and the cheesiness. Like, we might as well call this thing like, what the fuck is this on my screen? I gotta crop this. Anyway, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, it's a little embarrassing, but yeah, he's really cheesy. Might as well call this cheese sauce.
Certain hippogriff that we all know and like. But let's get in closer and look at the details.
Hypocrite? What?
As opposed to a certain hippogriff that we all know and like. But
Hippogriff?
let's get in
Is
closer.
this like a Transformers thing, or is it just like, I don't know, a quickism for hypocrite? I don't know what.
Look at the details. Just the nice thing, it's not like the camera is not focused down there. It's more focused up here at this time. But
I'm
anyway,
gonna
so
skip again.
and yeah, so weapon-wise, yes, you can have Silver wielding his dual blades of fury if you want to.
Chris cannot sell plastic blades for the life of him without becoming infamous. The last real hours of work that he ever put in relation to outside of his persona was shortly before the great tragedy in our nation in 2001, where he only did a couple weeks and was kicked out for scaring a child with a Donald Duck tone. It doesn't really sound all that scary, but he goes like like that. Sorry for the noise if it frightened you. I guess it does, especially when it comes from Chris, but don't scare small children. He does not have basic social cues. He doesn't have basic social cues. He cannot interpret the cues given off by a tot, by a tyke, by a little tyke, He will not interpret even those cues. And you can thank his parents for that. And also autism, You can 105% blame autism. He cannot control his autism. He couldn't speak until he was 7. He could not control that. There's a time where you need to just stop, and then you acknowledge, things that aren't even his fault. And some people on social media, they're like, "Oh, a child gets autism when they don't get beaten hard enough." Man, oh my God, those guys are not the brightest bulbs in the bunch, the sharpest tool in the shed. In fact, they are a butter knife, and I will use them to cut apart my country crock and spread it on my toast, if you understand that metaphor.
Just go into his hands, like so. Both of them. And he can hack, slash, the Decepticlone.
This is me playing puppets with like my food cutlery when I was in first grade.
Decepticons just enemy forces that under Team Rocket. And then rotate this down, bringing it down like that, and rotating the blade. If you don't accidentally rip it off in the process, but that's okay. Fortunately, they are detachable. And make sure everything is kind of out.
Alright, I'm gonna fuck off. I've lost my patience. To the next vid. Hopefully it's not a big deal like the prior.